for OBS to connect. I'm still getting used to this new streaming software. And it's done it. Lovely. Go live. Brilliant. That's what I like to see. Oh, I'm a bit zoomed in. Let me zoom out a wee smidge so I'm not so like in your face on Instagram. Hello everyone. How are we doing? Hello. I just need to I feel like my face is cut off on Instagram. Let me see if I can zoom out a little more. Oh, there you go. That's a little bit better, isn't it, on Instagram? I don't look quite so weird. Hi, everyone. How are we doing? Hello. Can you hear me and can you see me okay? That's my first question. Just let me know that everything is looking good before I crack on. Right, I need to minimize that. I feel like I'm just arranging my tabs because I always do it in the wrong way. I've always got some stuff on the right hand side, and the right hand side is where I tend to do my stuff. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to no, I'll keep it to the left for now. How's everyone doing? Hello. Let me just get my comments together. A quick question. This is part of the HPSA. It is, yes. It has replaced the previous email module. So if you don't know, we have officially opened the doors to the Makers List Building Kickstart Kit and course. It is a mouthful, but it does what it says on the tin. Basically, let me just see if I can grab my my link up real quick. Let me just pop that in there. Basically, we have a email list course here open. It's going to be 50% off until Thursday at 8 p.m. UK time. Now, the reason why we made this, I'm just going to screen share. So I'm hoping you guys can see this. I'm a bit nervous for you guys on Instagram. If I make it a bit smaller, I think you guys can see it then. Let me just wait until it is it's done its thing on Instagram. Can you guys see that okay? So basically what we have done is we have created a course to show you how to start your email list. And as you can see, the normal price is £54. We are doing it at £27 until Thursday at 8 p.m. UK time, and then it will double in price, okay? So the general gist of this is that this is going to show you how to build your list. So if you are thinking, I am sick and tired of having to rely on Etsy's algorithm, on having to rely on Instagram, on having to rely on posting every day. I'm just so sick and tired of not having the sales that I feel like I should have at this point. Oh yeah, it's not really working on Instagram, is it? Let me make that. Trouble is, if I make it really small, the poor people on Facebook are going to be like, what? Can barely see this, dude. Can see most of it. Okay, well, I need to figure this out because I don't quite know how to make it so it's better for you guys. If I make it like super small for you guys on Instagram for now, and then I can, move it around. You can see that, right? I'm really hoping you can. But the general gist is that it is a 5-phase course. I'm actually going to be showing you inside of it, and it's going to show you exactly how to build a list and how to get your first 100 subscribers. I cannot talk today. I can't English today. Like seriously. So if you've ever thought, I need to start this list, but I just don't know where to start. I don't know how to get people to sign up. I don't know what to say. How do I get subscribers from my Etsy shop? Am I even allowed to do that? It's going to cover all of those things. That is ridiculously small. I'm so sorry for you guys on Instagram. It seems to be like one of them where it's just, yeah. Hi, Michelle. How are you? Hi, Helen. So I'm going to go back to it just being my face for now because I feel like that's probably the better way to go. So that is what we are doing. Now today, I want to give you a little sneaky peeky. However, it's going to be a little bit tricky because of the whole Instagram thing. I don't quite know how to fix that, to be fair. I need to do some research in terms of how to make it look okay on Instagram, but not. Unless you guys are like, dude, it's really not a big deal, in which case that's fine. I'll just live and learn and just crack on. So, okay, let's have a little look and see if I can screen share. There we go. So I'm going to make this a little bit bigger because I do feel like the poor people who are watching on Can I make it a bit bigger, like that way? No, I can't. Okay. I do feel like the poor people who are watching on big screen are probably going to be like, I can barely see that, dude. So let me just check, make sure everything looks okay. Okay, cool, it does. So this is, and what I'm showing you now is what you get when you pay, right? You basically get this whole thing where everything is detailed down. You have all the links to everything you need. Now, the reason we've done it like this is because I know when you're building a list, when you're doing techie things, you've got like 20 tabs open, and you probably just want a PDF in a different window with all the links, all the things, so that you can have it like in a double screen style thing. The reason why we haven't done it is like a course, you know, where you like log into it, there's a portal there, is for that main reason. Okay, so in terms of how to build your list, and if you join the VIP list, the bonus thing will be here as well. The general gist is that we really, really, really want to make sure that we are building an email list for the right reasons. Okay, so that's my very, very first thing. And actually, what I've got here is I've got, and this is included in the course, I've got a map of how much money you can make with your list and kind of what to expect. So I've actually written that down here, and you can change this. You can have a little fiddle around and just kind of see, okay, like if I have this, if my average order value is this, how many buyers should I be expecting? How much money is this going to make? Because I'm really acutely aware that doing this can be a massive pain in the ass. To be quite frank, it can be one of those things that you think, my God, like how on earth am I supposed to do this when I'm running everything else? So we've kind of made it as simple as we can. Hi Ria, how are you? I haven't seen you in ages, my lovely. It's fine with me. It's a sneaky peeky after all. Yeah, it's just annoying because my old software used to kind of do this for me. Now it's just kind of not. So this is really where we start off with, okay, let's actually figure out why we're doing this, what we want from it. And this is really section 1, talking about why email still works, giving you the proof, giving you the numbers, and kind of saying, hey, like this is why we're doing this. Okay. Section 2 is where we are digging into the tools. Now, the two that I recommend for you guys, and I've done like the surveys, I've asked you guys, and the two best ones are MailerLite or Kit, formerly ConvertKit. Okay, so this is where we give you the video, we compare those two tools and other tools as well. MailChimp is really no longer on my list just because they've upped their pricing and it just doesn't make sense. MailerLite, you get the most free bang for your buck, if that makes sense, right? So we then give you like what's best for you, the setup guides. PS, it's really, really easy. Then now comes like the nitty gritty bit. So we actually give you a video here. We give you what you can and cannot do in accordance to what Etsy says. We give you what the law allows, email lists, names, all like the kind of legal stuff. We give you the simple list building map. I've actually got a little sneaky peek of that for you here as well. And this is basically the upshot of what we are looking to build with this course. Okay, so we have a lead magnet, which is basically a freebie. Now, do not worry. We are going to teach you how to do that, what you need to do, give you ideas, give you literal templates on how to create this stuff, okay? But basically, you can no longer really, it doesn't really work. You can no longer say, sign up to my newsletter. Because the problem with that is people see the word newsletter and two things will happen. Number one, they won't sign up because I think, yeah, great, I'm just going to get stuff about you, from you, in my inbox that I, in like 3 months' time, need to like unsubscribe from, block, remove, whatever. Or two, they will sign up, but because the subject isn't compelling enough, they will never open your emails, which what happens then? Basically, if you've got Gmail, if you've got Outlook, and if you've got another one as well, it will read that as you're not interested in reading about this stuff. So then it will automatically send it to, you guessed it, spam or junk, okay? And we absolutely do not want that. So this is why straight off the bat, we're actually building this in a much better way. So we are starting off with a freebie that makes sense. I hope that makes sense. If you do have any questions about this course, as I'm going through, type them in and I will answer them as I go. Also, if you are watching on Instagram and you would like the link, if you comment the word email course, I will automatically send it to you. And if you're watching on Facebook, I should have grabbed the link before, shouldn't I? Hang on. If you're watching on Facebook, you need to go there, okay? And that's the offer link. So that's where you're going to get it for half price, okay? So this is really where you want to be making sure your lead magnet is good. And it can't just be good, it has to be stellar, okay? Now, the next thing, and this is probably one of the most important things, is your landing page, right? You've got to make sure that your landing page, where people sign up, is very simple, is very clear, but also extremely branded, so that people know that they've landed in the right place. The days have kind of gone now where you can just kind of rock up with like a name box, email box, plain text, and call it a day. You can't really do that anymore, okay? Then you get people subscribed, then you deliver the freebie and the welcome sequence, all that good stuff. And actually, hang on. Actually, if you go onto the checkout page, there's also like an add-on thing, which I would recommend that you do. It's basically how to create an email sequence that is going to get you sales straight off the bat. So if you are running ads, if you are kind of thinking, I need to get some return from my email list ASAP, please, you want to add that. If you're not first, you don't have to, but it's definitely something that if you are in it for the long game and you're kind of thinking, I would rather start making money off of my email list subscribers straight off the bat rather than waiting until I'm doing a launch or waiting until I'm doing a thing and then making the sales, then you want to add that, okay? So this is, let me just make sure I'm still all good. Ria says, I always procrastinated on sending emails with my mailer lite, but thanks to the HBSA accountability, I actually sent an autumn email to my tiny subscriber list and made £200 sales from it. Oh my God, well done, Ria. So that is, I'm going to take a cheeky little screenshot of that because I feel like that's awesome. So okay, I'm going to bring this up. Can I bring this up on screen? 2 seconds. Screenshots. I wonder if I can open with, oh, I can't open it with my window. Oh, that's a bummer. Okay. Well, Ria has basically said, like, I have sent the email, I have a tiny list and I've made £200 of sales from it. Ria, how tiny is your list? Like how tiny? Can you link it to your website? Do you need a separate landing page? So you do not need your own website to do this. I'm actually showing you how to create a page in Canva. It's a very specific way to do it so that you can link people to that page, they can sign up, and you are done. Like, how exciting is that? So you do not need an email list. You can be on your own website if you want. You can be on Etsy. You can be on not on the high street. Whatever works. That's the amazing thing about this, is that you do not need your own website. You can link it with your site though if you want everything in one place. So if you do have let me just make sure. I think you have to comment the word email course like all one word. Let me just make sure it's going through. Are you guys who have commented got the doodah? I think you have to do an email course, capitals, all one word. So like this. Here we go. Let me just give you that. So it has to be all one word, email course, because as you can imagine, we have a lot of ManyChat trigger words. And sometimes it can get a little bit confusing. Autocorrect can play an absolute mare on it as well. Let me just check. Can you add the course to link in bio, please. There we go. I've just asked the team as well if they can add it to link in bio, if it is not already. It more than likely is. So Ria said, basically 29 subscribers. One of them is my mum, and she earned £200 sales from it. So there you go. Proof is in the pudding, right? Oh my God, I have a spammer in my... What should we do with this spammer, guys? What should we do with this spammer? Well, I'm thinking we're going to call this guy out, okay? Hi, I'm James Evans, a podcast promoter. No, I'm good, James. Sorry, dude. I'm about to block you, man. Like, you do not be coming into my lives and trying to, you know, spam the bejesus. So I'm sorry, man, you're blocked. Oh, he's done it again. Jolly good. Well, you're blocked now, dude, so you can't do it anymore. The joys of going live. Okay, so hilarious. So yeah, so you basically you are going to want to make sure that you have a really good freebie. You're going to making sure that you have a really good landing page, and you need to basically make sure that those two things are working in some kind of tandem. All right. So let me just make sure that everything is looking good. I cannot believe, Ria, you got £200 of sales. That's amazing. Well done, you. By spammer. Yeah, right. I know. So it has to be email course, and it has to be in one word. If not, to be honest with you, if I'll put the trigger word in. So if you want that, comment that and it will send it to you. Can you add it to your website? Yes, you can. Yes. So if you do want it to you want to have a page on your website where they can sign up to your email list, then you can. Yes. So if you are watching on Instagram, if you comment the word email course, you will grab it. What I'll do as well, I don't think the team is responding for now, but what I will do is I'll pop it in the link in bio myself now, because I'm not sure if they're here or not. So if you go to my link in bio, wait, how can I do this? I'm just trying to figure out a way that I can do this whilst I'm live. Can I edit profile whilst I'm live? Let's see. Website link in bio. It's not letting me change it. How annoying. Okay, that's really annoying. All right, I'll do it after. I will add it to my... I wonder if I can do it now. Hang on. Link in bio. Let me see if I can do like a link tree type thing. Just so if you guys are struggling to find it, or the ManyChat thing's not really working, you can just go straight here and you can find it. Yes, right. We got it. Duplicate. Go to a URL. Email list course 50% off. There we go. Right, I have popped it on the link in bio. So if you're not getting it for whatever reason, it will be there. All right. So hopefully that helps you guys, because I know it's a little bit annoying when it's like, so if you have any questions or anything like that, let me know. So going back to our little list then, let me do my screen share once again. There we go. Going back to this then is that in section 3, we want to build your opt-in page, what to do, what to avoid. We basically want to make sure that we have some kind of funnel set up so that when we get new people in, we then know exactly what we are doing with it. Okay. Why is my husband calling me? Want anything from Tesco? I mean, dude, I'm on a live. I can't really give you a shopping list right now. Does anyone else's other halves do that? It's like I go live every single Monday, 1 p.m. and he phones me like, do you want anything from Tesco? Oh, that's so funny. So we are then doing this, and then we are setting everything up, doing your opt-in page, making sure the freebie is absolutely top notch, making sure to welcome people in, because that's the thing. You don't want to just kind of say, hey, sign up for this free thing, and then be like, we need to then go, here's the thing, and then we're never going to speak to them again. We kind of don't want to ghost them. We want to make sure that we are actually saying hello. We are actually making this thing work for us, right? So then I'm kind of going into, okay, how to create your freebie, how to optimize it, how to make sure it actually works well, how to deliver that. There's two different methods. You can do a manual method for now. If you are a bit like tech-ish, you can do it manually, or you can do it automatically. So there's like two different ways to do it. Then it's like the next steps, what you need to do next, and all that good stuff. And I've also linked in a few other bits and bobs here if you do want to have a little look at those. And that is basically the upshot of the entire email course. Now, it is definitely something that you can do over a weekend. I've kind of made it so that it's very, very short, sharp, does what it says on the tin. You can get through this in 2 days or less, maybe even a day if you're like, right, I'm setting aside a whole day, I'm getting on this and I'm getting it done. Am I still live? I feel like things have just kind of stopped. Am I still live? Can you guys on Facebook still see me? Ever since I've like done this new setup, I'm really nervous about it. I don't know why. I really, really just want to make sure that I'm not just yapping into the social media void. So if you do have any questions, if you do want to ask anything at all, let me know. I know that there's going to be probably questions about when does it go back up in price. So it's Thursday at 8 p.m. UK time. It will double in price. Yes, I am still live. Okay, good. I just wanted to make sure. The comments stopped and I was like, who? So if you do have any questions, let me know because I'm live. I'm here. I also had a question about, can you build an email list just from Etsy? Yes, you can. We show you how. Another question I had was, am I able to change my freebie? Like if I try one thing, doesn't really work, can I then change it for another one? Yes, it's so super easy. Once you've set it up, you can swap in the freebie to get different people to your list. And that's the great thing. Like, let's say you sell gemstone bracelets and you're like, I want to create a free sizing guide and birthstone guide. You could do that. And then let's say you're going to do a launch for gemstone rings and you want to change your freebie to be more catered towards that. You absolutely can. So it's really a case of, it's a living, breathing thing. And that's the beauty of it. Now, I'm going to sip my water. Now, I guess a fair few of you are going to be like, what's the point in building an email list when I have social media going? Like, what is the point there? So the point is that on average, now, what was that stat? I think it's 30, is it 30 something? Let me just find that stat. Let me see if I can Google it so I can give you like the updated stats. Let's go on MailerLite's site. I think it's quite a common one, but I can't remember the actual. Let me go email ROI. Average email ROI. It was like 35 times, wasn't it? Oh, okay. It's actually more than I thought it was. Let me share my screen real quick to show you, because I really want to get this stat. So apparently it says here, the average ROI for marketing emails in the US and the UK is between 3,600% and 3,800. Nearly 1 in 5 companies achieve a marketing ROI of 7,000% or more. That's $70 for every $1 spent. 53% of marketers saw email marketing ROI double in 2023 compared to the previous year. So for a lot of us, I guess the whole email listing kind of went by the wayside a little bit back in like 2021, 2022, maybe even 2020. But we've seen a resurgence of it. The main reason being, and this kind of links back into my question of what's the point of this? Why should I have an email list when I've got social media going? Is that you do not own your social media platforms. Like, you do not own that. Meta owns that. Pinterest owns that. Twitter whatever X, whatever it's called these days, is they own that. You don't. So at any moment, if you do stuff wrong, I mean, I don't have it happen a lot, to be fair. I don't really see it going on much now. But at any point, if you do something terribly wrong, either on purpose, accidental, they can literally shut your account down, and you've lost the people on there. Not to scare you, because like I said, it doesn't happen often at all. But the thing is, 36, thank you. So it's 36 times ROI, although we've seen here it's 3,600%, which is about the same. $70 for every $1 spent. That's crazy. So you've seen the math here yourself. That is the point. I think the other point is that you don't have to compete on Instagram, on other people promoting their stuff, shouting louder than you. Like, you don't have to worry about, okay, like, I need to make sure that my reel does better than everyone else's who sells the same stuff as me, so that we're not all fighting for one person's attention, you know? And that is the great thing about email, is that you have, as long as they haven't signed up for like 15 other people who sell candles or jewelry or whatever you sell, then they're just reading your email. There's nothing else going on in their inbox. It's remotely related. You know, they might have got a email from like Uswitch. They might have got an email from their doctors. They might have got, like, it's not always going to be people selling products. And I believe that is probably the core reason why email does so good. But I just feel like a lot of people will always be put off by, how do I get people to sign up? But that is literally, let me grab it. That is literally, here we go, screen share, what this bit here is going to teach you. Section 3 and section 4, I'd say, is that we are making sure that it is a no-brainer. And that's the thing. You have to create a no-brainer reason for people to sign up. Because if you don't, yeah, of course, no one's going to bother to sign up. Like, I'm not being harsh. Obviously, everything I say is with love. But if I'm your coach on this, I need to talk straight to you and tell you how it is. No fluff, BS. You need to make sure, that your freebie, your lead or magnet is perfect. So that is why, mainly, we have section 3 here, section 4 that's actually going to help you to do that, okay? Right, let me just, my doorbell's just gone off. It's infuriating. It's almost as if people do not know I'm on a live. I just want to make sure. I do not know who that was. That's a bit weird. Oh, it's a parcel. Okay, no, I cannot go to the door right now. I am live. Ria says, my biggest issue is definitely getting people added to my list. So we'd be interested going through everything this weekend. Yeah, that is the primary thing. I'd say that is probably the biggest reason why people always go, I don't want to do email, because I find that getting people over to my business, following me, subscribing is hard. But to be honest, like, it's no more hard than it is doing that for your socials. So if you've ever got one person sign up for your social media, you can do this. And I think that's the mindset, and what makes it different is that you have to understand that it's no harder than getting someone to follow you on Instagram, Facebook, Pinterest, Twitter, whatever, than it is to get someone to sign up for your email list, right? Gil says, I struggle to get people to subscribe to my email. Yeah, so that is the other thing as well, is that I think I've kind of like talked on that a bit, but you've got to make sure that what you're going to offer people is amazing. Now, not only that, but you have to get people to stay as well. And that's really where, let me scroll down. Hang on, let me go back to screen share. That's really where we talk about it in this stuff. So the welcome sequences, the freebie promo, and I'm giving you here 6 months of social media content. So if you are like, yes, Steph, this sounds great, but I don't know what to say, Do I send an email every week? Do I send an email every other week? How do I send emails that are going to get read, that are going to get clicks, that are going to get sales? That here is what that is for. So I'm not just like leaving you in the lurch. I'm actually giving you all the extra stuff that you need. But for now, we don't want to overwhelm ourselves. We want to make sure that we can set this thing up so that we're going to get people to subscribe, we're going to get people to stay, and we're going to get people to actually want to be on our list. Does that make sense? Right, let me go back to my screen. Is there any other questions about this? Is there anything else that you are a bit like, because while it's half price, and PS, it's not going to be half price for very long. It's going to be half price until Thursday at 8 p.m. UK time. And we don't run offers like this. I mean, I think the next time we're doing it is the same time, maybe next year, depending on how this goes. So like, it's not going to be a thing that you're going to say, oh yeah, it's half price. Yeah, no, it is actually half price until Thursday at 8 p.m. UK time. It's then doubling in price and going back up to £54. So you might as well get on it while it's half price, saving yourself some monies. And honestly, like a complete course teaching you how to start your email list, grow your email list, all of the tech, all of that stuff, the platforms for £27, like you can't really go wrong at that. And even I'm like, you can't go wrong with that, because if you have a look, you're going to see courses like this go for like the £500 mark, because I did do my research beforehand. So yes. So if there's any other questions that you have, either about email, either about this course, let me know, because I am live, I am here. So you might as well ask me whilst I'm here. And yeah, like just like talking on the whole, you know, how to get people to sign up. Like there are so many different ways that you can integrate this into the everyday. And I think the great thing about email, which compared to social media is a no-brainer, is that you do not have to do this every week. As in, it runs itself. Once you have your freebie done, once you have your landing page done, you don't have to create content for it. You don't have to really do anything for it. People just sign up. And that's the great thing, is that with social media, you have to be creating content every single day in order to get new eyeballs to you. Whereas with an email list, you don't have to. You have to send your email every week, every other week. But once you've done, it's like, that's it, you know? Michelle says, is there a time limit to do it, or is the content always available? It's lifetime access. Once you got it, you got it. So no, there's no time limit at all. You can do it as and when. Once you've got it, you can do it for this business, anything else you want to start. You always have the process there. So for £27, it's kind of a bit of a no-brainer, really. Yeah, I don't know how long it will be that price. Well, I know the half price will be until Thursday, but after that, I kind of feel like, looking at it now, I kind of feel like the price needs to go up, but you know, that's fine. I'm like looking at it now and I'm like, there's a lot in here, you know? So my like coach head's kicking in and I'm thinking, yeah, I probably might have undercharged for this, but like if it's, you know, if it's there, it's there. If you're in the HBSA, it is in phase 2. It's the end. It's at the end of phase 2. So you don't need to do anything. You just need to go to phase 2 and it's there and it's done. Okay, cool. Right. I don't think there's any other questions. If you are watching on Instagram and you want to get the link to the course, I've also popped it in my link in bio. So if you do want to grab it, you can. If you're watching on Facebook, I'm just going to pop the link below. And you will find it there. If you're watching on the replay, there will be links in the Facebook group. There will be links going out over email. And if you're watching on Instagram, like I said, link in bio, or if you comment the word email course, or if you just want to like DM me and go, hey, can you send me that link to that email course? Then I can do that. That's fine. Or the team rather can do that. So yeah, thank you guys so much. I really hope that you find this interesting. I really hope that it will inspire you to actually think a little bit more creatively when it comes to how to market your business. Like, marketing is not just social media. It can be email as well. And I would recommend having both, because obviously for the reasons that I've said, one does well for one type of person, one does well for the other type of person. So it's really a case of, okay, what are those two methods that I'm going to use? And I just really feel like email is something that so many people don't really think about in the handmade world. Yet if you sell products, if you can post something on social media and get a follow from that, you can create emails and create an email list. It's like that easy. All right, lovely to see you guys. It's email course, all one word. So if you type in email course, and it has to be all one word, so it's not got a space in, it has to be all one word. But if you do struggle, if you go to my link in bio, you will find it there. But for now, my loves, thank you